Packers taking on the number 6 seed Rams, putting the upset on your boys, the Seahawks there, and Russell Wilson. Rams on the road once again going into Green Bay. It's going to be a cold one, I can guarantee you. The 13-3 Green Bay Packers are not going to be an easy team. They are in the top 10 in every category, whether you're talking defense or offense. They've had rest. This is not going to be an easy game for Green Bay, though.
No, that defensive
Number
task.
1 defense in L.A. is going to be a tough thing to get over. Green Bay is at home. I mean, they've just been firing all cylinders.
7-1 at home.
If they want to beat this L.A. Rams team, they're going to have to continue to do that. No mistakes.
None.
You cannot have any offensive mistakes if you want to beat this team. You better be guaranteed that Aaron Donald is going to be in your face, Aaron Rodgers, all day long.
Coming up the middle right there where Corey Linsley's at.
That secondary in L.A. is not too shabby either. It's going to be very hard to pass on this team. It's going to be very hard to do anything offensively against this team. The Packers are going to have to pray and hope that the defensive side of the ball gets pressure to the quarterback. Put some pressure on Goff. Goff will make mistakes, though, if Green Bay manages to do that. And that's how Green Bay's going to win this ball game. If we can keep the pressure on Jared Goff.
Or Wolford, or both, whoever may be in this game.
Then Jared Goff should make a mistake, and we should win the ball game on the defensive side of the ball. Maybe LA comes down, to try to win it at the end, and Green Bay makes a stop. But along the way, there's going to be something that has to happen on the Green Bay defensive side of the ball that steps up and makes a play. Because if they don't and they can stay on this plateau, then that's not going to be good for them. They have to be able to go upwards throughout the whole game, and they got to keep their defensive, team on a very high level. They got to play at a very high level on the defensive side of the ball if they want to beat this Rams team.
Well, to go to that, T-Ball, you don't really have to if you take a page out the Jets playbook, apparently, because, they beat them. They beat that defense, and that's not a good offense. I don't know what happened in that game, but I'm just saying. Everybody gets their bad game, too, though.
That is true. You can't have a bad game in the playoffs, though.
You're not going to have a bad game against Aaron Rodgers. I can tell you right there. You make a mistake against him, and he gets firing on all cylinders as well. He's unstoppable this year.
Aaron Rodgers is definitely an MVP candidate. You can definitely guarantee that. We're going to have to be able to keep the offense on the field, though. This is going to be another one of those we're going to have to maintain the clock. We're going to have to do that on the offensive side of the ball, and that's going to be starting off with running the ball. I think we control the clock, run the ball. It's going to be hard to do, again. But if we can control that clock, the Packers should have no problem. I'm taking Green Bay in this one to continue on to the NFC Championship to take on them Saints.
Well, like you were talking about, get one thing straight, the Rams defense is fucking phenomenal. Last week, 10 quarterback hits, 4 pass deflections, 5 sacks, 6.5 tackles for a loss on that Seahawks. Well, not as good offensive line, I should say, even close to the Packers. I'm pretty sure the Packers are ranked 2nd or 3rd in total offensive line ranks this year. So I think that had a huge difference there. When you have but they are missing Bakatari over there on the left side, the left tackle. He's the best in the league, but they look good, without him. Before they've missed some games without him this year.
The same in the first game he's missed.
But you just got to think about that. Both these teams match up so perfectly with all the numbers. You can look on the offensive side, but not defensive. Obviously,
This is a real good matchup. It'd be an exciting
offensively
game.
By the numbers, yes. But hold Russell Wilson to 174 yards last week, 2 touchdowns, a pick.
That's saying a lot.
Both those touchdowns were to DK Metcalf for the Seahawks against the Rams. And they basically made him one-dimensional and ended up, beating him 20-30. I think you're going to have a great matchup. I'm pretty sure it's Jalen Ramsey going to take on Devontae Adams here in this one. But here's the thing. If they do shut down Devontae Adams, the rest of the Packers better get their shit together. They do have Tunyon over there, 2nd or 3rd in the league in touchdown receptions, or 4th. I knew he was 2nd in tight ends this league. Yeah. I can tell you that. They're going to have to step it up if they do shut down Devontae Adams, or if they do get after Aaron Rodgers. But Aaron Rodgers and them, I think all they got to do is keep that running back there, put Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun if they're going to pass. Or obviously if you're going to do play action or something, you're going to do, more like I formation and things like that for him to roll out and pass. But I think to give him the most time, And the best protection scheme is, one, keep Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun with the running back coming in and chipping away. Make sure you got A.J. Dillon with them trunk legs out there giving those chip blocks and running out there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have to stop the run game, too. It's not like the Rams are just ungodly good on defense where you can't score, you can't run on them.
I think that's what the Packers are going to have to do. They're going to have to mix up that run game in Jones and Dillon, because Dillon's going to need to be out there to be blocking on some of these plays, because we need an extra blocker out there.
Aaron Donald.
I'm not willing to risk Jones chipping on somebody like Donald and getting hurt and having to rely on A.J. Dillon to come in and fill up the work. So I think if they can make that rotation happen, that should spell good news for Green Bay.
Yeah, also Green Bay offense ranks 9th in passing, 8th in rushing. So, I mean, Rams passing offense is 13th and 10th in rushing him. It's pretty even there. Like I said, you're going to have a really close game offensively, I think, out of these two. It really comes down to the Packers defense. Are they going to show up? Can they show up like they did against Derrick Henry and they did against the Bears?
Well, is the Rams' run game going to show up? I think that's a big question.
Akers had an amazing game last week, so I think if the Packers can stop the run game like they did the last couple weeks against Montgomery and Derrick Henry, make it one-dimensional for the Rams here, make Goff have to pass, that spells disaster for the Rams. So
he'll make a mistake.
I'm taking the Packers. They're 7-1 at home, including the playoff win by the Rams. They're 5-4 on the road. You're going to Green Bay. It's tough to play when you're coming from nice, hot, good weather in L.A. And you're going to come play in Lambeau, cold-ass field, and there's going to be some fans there to kind of maximize this. One more thing. Matt LaFleur used to be a coach under Sean McVay and was in that same offense. So it's a former coach versus former coach, and we'll see who's better this game.
I forgot about
Lots
that.
of motion from the Packers you will see. Rams, they do quite a bit of it too, I think.
Yeah.
But I just think the Packers have the edge here, just skating by a touchdown.
Packers, we both got the Packers moving on to the NFC Championship. Keep it locked right here, always on the Heated Waves podcast, your favorite YouTube sports channel. I'm your boy T-Ball.
And I'm Mr. Bradley. You stay classy, YouTube.
And as always, thanks for stopping by.